Hi everybody, this is Angelica. How are you today? I almost had this video completed and then my phone rang and I had to take the phone call. So um, I'm going to do it over again for the second time. But Mercury's going back direct today, so these confusing things should kind of mellow out a little bit. Let's hope. So this video is a request video. This video is going to actually be 2 requests in one, and the requests are how to lift yourself up when you're feeling depressed, and also how to deal with anger and frustration. And I'm going to talk about each of them separately because I feel they're different kind of vibrations. They're both negative vibrations, but they're both a little bit different in how they're expressed and what maybe the causes are. So now I thought about this request a couple days ago when I was driving, and I think I was just getting really like agitated or thinking about something that was making me not feel very happy. I don't remember what it was because, you know, our minds can just kind of run away with us if we are not, you know, really centered, grounded, being aware of what we're thinking at all times. So I was feeling this way, and then all of a sudden I see my numbers of, you know, a flash of the numbers that when I see this sequence of numbers, I know that things are really good, and so I shouldn't be like getting myself all worked up. And you know what? These numbers actually bring awareness to us. Like, stay aware, you know, wake up. Don't start letting your mind run the show and getting all worked up about things. So anyway, that when I had that experience of seeing, feeling agitated and my mental state was going a little bit off, and then seeing the numbers, it brought me back into my awareness. I was like, wait a second, there's nothing even wrong. Everything is wonderful and great. And then I was immediately in a higher, happier place. Okay. So this shows you that your thoughts and how you're feeling about things can really be just part of your imagination. They're not even like really real. You're working yourself up about things that are not even happening in the present moment. Okay. Now, with that said, during some of the most difficult times of my spiritual awakening, there was no amount of awareness that I could have used to lift myself out of the deep, dark depression that I was in. Or there was no amount of anything I could do to instantly remove the anger and frustration that I was feeling. So what could I do? This is part of the process, okay? Depression, feeling down, feeling like there's just no hope, feeling like, you know, you can't see where you're going. You can't see all the beauty that's there for you yet because you're in this dark, like just depressing space because you're feeling all these things that you didn't feel before. And a lot of the depression, I think, can come from an emptiness, like almost like a longing. When you're letting your old life go and you're moving into your new life, you're dying, your old self is dying off. That's very depressing because you're realizing that everything you've known up until now has to completely go away or change or transform. So you don't have to necessarily, like, you know, like leave everything behind and do something totally new. Like, but these things have to transform along with you, if that makes sense. So you get depressed, maybe because you realize, wow, this is going to be a huge job, or you get sad because you realize that maybe the things that you thought about like weren't right or real, or maybe you just really, you start to lose connections with things that you used to love and enjoy, and they're gone. And the depressing part about that is that there's nothing new yet to take its place. That's the depressing part, okay? So it would be easier if there was all these wonderful things coming in to fill that void, but there's not. And this is where the depression really sets in. So when you're feeling depressed, how do you get yourself out of that feeling? Well, what I did is I would read an inspirational book, something that made me motivated, something that would put me into a dreaming state, a state of allowing myself to know that anything's possible and that any vision that I have can be a reality, and that this was a blank slate for me, a new starting point for me to just create anything I wanted on the canvas of my life. So, you know, don't dwell on the depressing things that are going on in your mind. Okay? Focus on reading an inspirational book about how you can mentally and creatively create the life of your dreams, or whatever it is. And no, you're not going to just have it tomorrow. It's going to be a long process. A process that's going to take many different steps and many different processes to get to. Something just happened with the lighting on my camera. It's really cloudy outside today and raining or something, and so I'm trying to, it's like the lights just went out or something. Okay, anyway, I hope you can still see. Anyway, so read an inspirational book to uplift yourself, okay? Start writing down, if you could create anything in your life, what would it be, you know? Since you have a new start and a new beginning, start writing things down that make you feel happy. And nothing's impossible. Sometimes things take longer than other things, but normally if you think of something or desire something in your life, it's totally a possibility. You can bring that into your reality. So start dreaming if you're depressed, okay? The next thing, movement. You have to get out. You have to walk, be in nature, and move. Yoga, running, any form of movement that keeps you going, working, anything that keeps you moving. If you're sitting there and you're depressed, that energy is going to get stuck. It has to move. It has to move. If there's a depressing feeling, it has to move through you. So start going, you know, on long walks every day. This is going to really help to uplift your mood. Start really nurturing yourself. Start really thinking about the things that you eat and how that affects your mentality, your emotional well-being, your energy, how your energy is, you know, moving outwards from you. What you eat has a huge effect on how you feel, how you're coming across to others, the higher vibrational thoughts that you can create within yourself. Okay, if you're not eating well, you're going to be depressed. You're going to have more depressing thoughts. If you're eating really healthy fruits and vegetables, you're going to feel happy, and you're going to be shining that higher vibrational energy. So do things that you enjoy. Try to do things that you enjoy and try to move the energy through you, because it's going to be there and you're going to have to be aware of it, but you do not have to get caught up in it, okay? How to deal with anger and frustration. This is a whole these are another different kind of emotional problem. And I think with anger and frustration, I think what those feelings are really masking is a deep sadness, which is depression. So basically, I think they're both related, but I think instead of feeling depressed, I think the more anger and frustrated type of feelings are more so that you feel that you have more control over the situation in a certain sense? And how do you handle those feelings? Again, similar, especially for anger and frustration. Exercising is number one. You have to exercise. Exercising is going to release these feelings from you. Also, you have to do a lot of inner work. You have to start connecting the dots. You have to start transmuting some of this energy. This energy has been, is moving through you. Who knows where it comes from? It's probably coming from your childhood, from other people in your life that have hurt you, or things like that. You can release and allow things to be. I think getting worked up and angry and frustrated is in a sense a control issue, because having control over your situation and your environment and what's happening is going to make you feel not as frustrated, because you're going to feel safer. So if you can allow yourself in your stomach to just breathe and allow your stomach to just kind of expand outwards instead of holding that in, I think that breathing, breath work, meditation, yoga, exercise, those things are going to help. But it's also being aware of what you're feeling, maybe where it's linked to. What are your triggers? What are the things that trigger these reactions and these responses, and how to come at it in a different way next time these triggers come up for you. So it's really just about awareness and growth and constantly doing nice things for yourself, because like I said before, these are feelings that are going to be they're big time for you when you're going through a spiritual awakening. The symptoms of feeling emotional stuff, whether it be depression, anger, or frustration. Fill your mind and your life with positive things. Read positive books. Watch positive videos on YouTube. Watch, only positive things. Do not watch the news. Do not watch, things that are going to bring sadness and unhappiness into your life. And take yourself out of situations that don't feel right to you. If you don't feel right in a situation, you don't feel happy and loving and positive, that situation is not right for you. You're going to feel angry. You're going to feel resentful or frustrated. You're going to feel depressed. You got to start becoming aware of what are these situations, and how, if you can't get yourself out of them, how are you going to handle them differently and move towards your dream and your goal that you have set for yourself. Because you will get through your spiritual awakening. And when you do, you're going to be moving into a whole new life of your dreams. So you might as well just write it down so you know where you're going. Because you have to have a blueprint. You have to give your brain a place that it's like aiming towards. You don't want to just be not having anything at all. And if you just don't know at all what you want to do, then, just make up some things that are positive and go for those for now. And then, that's what I did. So hopefully, you guys will, I know you guys will definitely get through this. And it doesn't take that long, but the more that you do allow the things to be, the feelings to move through, and you treat yourself really, really kind and loving, it's about self-love. A lot of this process is about, wow, I really haven't been neglecting myself. I have not been seeing how I'm feeling these things on the inside and how I really need to nurture myself in these feelings. Yeah, I feel depressed. Yeah, I feel angry. But why? And be okay with that. And know that that you're going to be okay, and that it's okay to feel those feelings. You have every right to feel those feelings, but then let them go. If you resist the feelings, then they're going to be there still. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to make a couple more videos today as well, because I have some time now to do that. So I'll see you soon. Bye.